Anna, thanks very much for joining us. A lot of talk around stranded assets at the moment, particularly in the market. I guess, how much of a problem do you think that is? Is that something that do you think the market is quantifying at the moment?
It's a big problem. It's a challenge at the moment. If you think about it, 80% of the buildings that exist today will be here in 2050. And we want to be net zero by 2050. So all these buildings will have to be upgraded. And also bear in mind that approximately 3% of those buildings have already been retrofitted. So we've got a huge volume of assets to deal with and upgrade.
And in terms of some of the solutions for that, do you have an idea over timelines? What's the opportunity here in terms of the industry to actually deal with this issue?
So the target, the Paris Agreement 1.5 degrees target, needs to happen by 2050. In Germany, 2045 has been picked as a target from the government. So we've got a time frame. We shouldn't leave it all for the end. There's a lot of work to do. In terms of solutions, there are low-hanging fruit we can go for. LED lighting, super efficient, PVs, air source heat pumps. These are as a starting point. The fabric first approach is definitely key to that, because we need to reduce the energy demand before we start bringing in the renewables. But again, this is a big cost, so maybe clients don't want to invest all this money up front. I think the solution is more of a phased kind of approach where you assess the situation, you set the baseline, you understand where the assets are currently, and then you start bringing in the retrofitting solutions and deciding how to prioritize over a number of years rather than going for it straight away. Obviously, there's always the difficulty of having the space empty to do any retrofitting ideas. So this needs to be worked out with leasing agreements and expiry of leasing to be able to fit in all the the works that are required.
And just looking at the sort of solutions that you've got there, how close do you think you can get some assets through to, I guess, the target, and how much time will that take?
It is quite challenging. There was an example earlier on a 1990s factory which we've assessed, and it was stranding now, so it's not in a good place. We managed to give it 20 years lifetime by introducing pretty much every retrofitting solution you can bring into those buildings, and it still doesn't quite get to net zero. We're 10% from net zero. So it's challenging, but we still need to do the works and at least try to reduce the energy consumption and bring in some renewables. That will be the first kind of solution we can implement.
Great to see some of these solutions being implemented and the discussion really moving on from the idea that it's a good thing and actually to some strategies to actually make that happen. Thanks very much, Anna.
Thank you, Richard.